Okay, next, the other types of coordinate system is Universal Transverse Mercator, or UTM. Okay. Okay, so this system consists of 60 zones, each 6 degree of longitude in width. Okay, um, since the UTM zone is 6 degree segment of the Earth, okay, because the circle has 360 degree, so that's why they have 60 zones on the Earth. Okay, because 360 degree divided by 6 degree, then you get 60 zones. Okay, as you can see from the diagram, the zone is numbered from 1 until 60. Okay, and then each zone is having 16 levels. Okay, also 6 degree of latitude in width. Okay, the coordinates are referred to as northings and easting, different with GCS, which is having latitude and longitude, north, south, east, and west. Okay, but in UTM they only use two reference coordinates. Okay, which is northing and easting. Okay, northings reference the number of meters north of a reference point, while easting reference the number of meters east of the same reference point. Okay, so the reference point is needed as a starting point for each zone. Okay, meaning if we look at the GCS system, they only have one reference, which is the prime meridian. Okay, but in UTM they have their own central reference in each zone. Okay, meaning that they have 60 prime meridian. We can say that. Alright, so for northing coordinate, the reference is equator, same as a GCS system. Okay, which begins at 0 for northern hemisphere and 10 million for southern hemisphere. Alright, so in the southern hemisphere, the equator starts at 10 million meters, because all values south of the equator will be positive. Okay, this is what we call as a false northing, because y coordinates in the southern geographic region will avoid negative values. So if you're at the southern hemisphere, which starts at 10 million meters, okay, it will decrease as your position decrease. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, this is done to prevent a negative value. Okay, alright, and then for the easting coordinate, okay, they also reference point on the west side of each zone, but instead of starting at 0, okay, it starts at 5,000 500,000. Okay, so for any location within a single grid zone, a northing and easting coordinate can be calculated to represent the number of meters north of the equator and the number of meters east of the reference point. Okay, so this system uses a meter as a unit, because this will allow for easy calculations for area and distance, and this is the easiest method for navigation as well. Alright, next is projection. Okay, so projection is the technique of transforming a spherical surface to a flat map with a minimum distortion. Okay, it is a mathematical transformation that take spherical coordinates and transform them to a planar coordinate system. Okay, for example, you convert the GCS coordinate systems, which is having latitude and longitude, to a flat, for example, UTM, which is having northern and southern hemisphere. Okay, so the process of flattening the Earth, okay, causes the distortions in one or more of the spatial properties. Okay, distance, area, shape, and also the direction. Okay, reasons for using projected coordinate system. Okay, number one, you want to make accurate measurements from the map. Okay, and then if you are making a map in which you want to preserve one or more of these properties, area, shape, distance, and directions, and also if you want to make a small scale map. Okay, So in a simpler explanations, if you won't be performing queries based on location and distance, or you just want to make a quick map, you might decide not to transform your data to projected system or UTM. Okay, but however, if you need to make a precise measurement on the map, if you as the point number one, okay, if you want to make accurate measurement from the map, then you need to uh, project, okay, in order to have the precise measurements. Another example, if you don't project, is when we are working with more than two layers. Okay, one layer is you use GCS formats, and another layer you use UTM system. So your map might not be aligned, or we cannot overlay the map due to the difference in coordinate system. So you have to change the GCS coordinate to UTM first before you can go for further analysis and looking for a spatial relationship.